Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Thursday, November 30th. Can you believe it is the last day of November in 2023? Tomorrow's December 1st. We have 1 month left in 2023, which is just mind-blowing to me. I think the year started off and it just started zipping through the year, and I was like, where'd it go? But I wanted to jump on today about finishing the year with success and then starting the new year with a bang, because sometimes we either slow down at the end of the year, it's the holidays, we have family in town maybe, or friends in town, and you don't kind of keep focused and stay in it. And so finishing the year with success is critical, and a couple of things just to help you out in that are really focusing on dedication. So focusing on dedication and dedication to looking at what's gone on throughout, what's been successful, what's not been successful. How can you improve that? What's been good, what's not been good, and start asking questions about how you can improve those things. And then set clear goals for 2024, because this is the time to do it. Don't get to January 1st and you're like, oh my God, I got to set some goals for 2024. No, 2024 is not the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. And then what can you do now to make 2024 start off really well? So for me, for example, I was in a business retreat back in end of October, and a lot of stuff came out of that, and I wrote it all down. And then November hit, and November was kind of a crazy month. I was speaking a couple of places, so I was a little more focused on that. Then the holidays hit for Thanksgiving. And then I finally, this week, I was like, you know what? I need to look at what I got out of that business retreat and what I need to implement before 2024. So I wrote down, I actually already had a list that was over, I have a whiteboard over here on my home office. And I have a list over here that after I got back, of like everything I wanted to accomplish that came out of that retreat, but I hadn't scheduled it out. So this week, actually yesterday, I went through everything and I scheduled it over the course of this week, next week. Looks like I'm scheduled through December goals. Yeah, so I scheduled this week, next week, the week of the 11th, the week of 18th, and then technically our office is closed the week of the 25th. And that will be the time, if I need some extra time to finish some items up, that's going to be the time to do it. So, and it's filming some things, it's writing out some things. So it's mapping out a couple of courses that we're going to launch in January. One's going to be on solopreneur branding and how you as a solopreneur can brand yourself as the expert to get more clients and to market and sell your product or service. So that's one thing, for example. So I'm building out like the webinar and the course for that. So a lot of it is just preparing for January, because I know come January 1st or January 2nd, I should say, things are crazy for us. Like everyone comes out of the woodwork, they're starting the year off with this bang, and it's like they've waited through December and they start off January 2nd instead of working on all this now. So I'm going to beat the rush because I know I'm going to be super busy. So I want to get all these things implemented, or at least done and set up. So it includes building some funnel pages. It includes building out, the course, all that stuff I want to get done in the month of December. So come January 1st or January 2nd, I'm ready to go. And I can just market, sell, all those types of things, versus waiting and then needing to do it January 2nd. And all of a sudden business is crazy. So what are you doing to focus on, again, ending this year with a bang and then starting January of 2024 up? So again, I spoke about dedication. So dedication is just finish the year strong. Don't slack off. If you take some time off, great. But are there some things that need to happen, whether it's you doing it, someone in your team doing it, to get January 1st of 2024 off on the right foot? And stay focused. That's one of the biggest things I find with entrepreneurs is we have those shiny things out there. So something comes along and it looks good over here, it looks good over here. And then we don't stay focused on like the path we're really trying to implement and stay in line with. You want to go that straight road. You want to cut out all the curves and all the different things. You want to, as much as possible, maintain that straight road and figure that out. So you know exactly where you're going and how you're going to get there. I find that entrepreneurs and business owners are driven anyway, but again, it's keeping that drive in check and staying focused so you implement exactly what is needed to implement. And then seeing the big picture. Now is the time to look at the big picture. So, as I said, I wrote this all out once I came back from my business retreat. So I knew exactly what I wanted to implement in 2024. I just hadn't gotten to the point of scheduling. And that's the next step. Because it's all good that it's on this board over here that you can't see, but I need to be able to schedule it. So I make sure it gets done, because a goal without a date is basically just a wish, right? Because I need to get it done and accomplished. So, for example, I bought some domains today that is directly in line with what I'm creating. So I bought 5 domains. I spent a little bit of time kind of going through different options, and I started last night. And that was my goal for this week, is to buy these 5 domains. So I did that today. And then next week, I have some things on my list. What's on my list for next week? I'm creating a webinar. So all on, again, branding for solopreneurs. And then I'm writing out this other course that I'm also creating. So those are the 2 things, along with client work and new client things, that I'm going to accomplish next week. So again, I've just broken it down into more manageable chunks, so this long list that's sitting over here doesn't look overwhelming to me. And that's really all it is. As a business owner, simply taking those small manageable steps, one step at a time, until you achieve that success. So my challenge to you, and my wish for you, is take some time in the next couple of weeks, and the sooner the better. Because if you have some time to, either if it's you're a solopreneur or with a team, take some time to go and successfully. What challenges have you had? What are your goals for 2024? And what can you do in December? So come January 1st or January 2nd, you basically hit that ground running, and you are ready to go, and you're ready to start hard and fast. That's my goal and my wish for you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. It's Thursday, a little after 5 o'clock here in Florida. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and think of how you can get that scheduled. Again, if it's on a calendar, or if you've set that goal and you've set the date when it needs to be accomplished by, it's going to get done. If it's not on the calendar, no date, it's probably not going to get done. So set the date, stay focused, and have a great day. Bye for now.